back to Cooking with Miss Joyce. This week's episode is called Seafood Sensations. You know, we're getting ready to celebrate Easter, and we're in the Lent season. And so I thought for this episode and for next week's episode that we would do seafood. So today we're going to do shrimp, and we're going to do cod. And if I have a little time, I'll throw in a chicken tender or so. I made my own batter for the shrimp and the fish. And what I used is Japanese panko breadcrumbs and regular all-purpose flour. I used just a little bit of Old Bay. Not much because I'm not big on salt. Also, in doing this, I'm using Modelo beer. Modelo beer. I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't found this. I knew I needed it in this recipe. And with that, I've got the Modelo beer mixed in here with a little panko and a little flour. That's what's mixed in here. And then I've got my egg and my milk mixture. And then I also made my tartar sauce, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and do shrimp. And so now this is our skillet air fried shrimp. You say skillet air fried? Yes. I actually have a skillet inside of the air fryer, and it's got coconut oil in there. I bought the solid shortening that's coconut oil, and I've got that in the air fryer, and it's getting hot, getting heated right behind me. And so I've taken the shrimp, I put in the beer batter, and put in the egg, and now I'm going to put it in the panko crumbs. And the next thing you do is you put it in your air fryer. So let me do this. Let me do a few of them so we can dump them all in there at the same time. How about that? Do this real quickly. Get them ready. I don't like a lot of sticky stuff on my fingers. I know a lot of people do their fingers, but I don't want all sticky stuff on my fingers. I don't know about y'all. Now, one thing I've learned with shrimp is you do not want to crowd your skillet or your basket or whatever you're doing it with. You don't want to crowd it. So I'm not going to put that many shrimp in this skillet at one time. I think I'm going to start with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them at one time. Okay? I tried this out, and it tastes pretty good, y'all. Alright, so here we go. The grease is in here getting hot. I don't know if you want to see that in there or not. You hear it, though. I know you hear that searing. Dropping them down in that grease. Get them nice and hot, baby. Okay, just so you can see that, we got that down in that grease, okay? Down in that grease. Got the skillet in there. Now we got it back on 400, and I'm only gonna leave them in there for a few minutes. I say about 3 minutes. So now, let me talk about that tartar sauce that I made. I made it last night. Hurry up and get it out the way. Looks pretty good. And what it's made of, it smells real good too. What it's made of is mayo, any brand of mayo, ranch, horseradish, pickle relish, and onion powder, garlic powder, and ground mustard. That's what my tartar sauce is made of, and I tell you, it's really good. I tasted it and it hits my taste buds real well. Okay. So, I made a real pretty salad to go along with that. We won't talk about that this minute. We'll talk about that as soon as I get that shrimp out. Because once we get that shrimp out, I'm not going to cook all the rest of them right now. We're going to go ahead and do the cod so you can see everything cooking at one time. And know that you can do the same thing with the cod. You can do the same thing with the cod that you do with the shrimp. I try not to get those real thick pieces of cod because it takes a while to cook. And then when your stuff lumps up on you, I take them all out of there because I don't want it all lumped up. Get that ready for the grease. Do another little piece. And get that ready for the grease. I just want to make a believer out of you guys that some people say, I don't believe in that air fryer cooking and all this and that. Well, you know what? I read an article this week. My friend Diane sent it to me. And it has all good things. All good qualities about the air fryer versus the oven and vat frying stuff on top of the stove. All good qualities. That's going to be good enough for the video. And so I will make that available to you guys so that you can read it for yourselves. Okay? So we're going to check on this shrimp. Boy, that's looking real good. Man, that's looking real good. I'm turning them over. That's looking real good, real good. Another minute or so and those babies going to be ready. I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so we're moving right along. We're moving right along, folks. We're moving right along. I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook or my Instagram page this week. Probably so, some of you. And if you're wondering why some of my things are redundant, it's because prior to me doing this cooking show, Cooking with Miss Joyce, I was not an adamant person with Facebook and Instagram and any of that. And so I'm learning. I am learning how to post things. So if I'm on there redundantly, just blame it on me not knowing what I'm doing, folks. And just forgive me, okay? As I go along, I'll promise you I'll get better and I won't repeat things. My daughter said, Mama, you know you got on there 2-3 times? I said, no, I didn't know that. But that's the reason for it. All right, sounds to me like it's time to take that shrimp out of there, folks. So let's do it. My hand gets hot with these gloves on, so I'm going to remove that. And I'm getting a paper towel. So, we're going to go ahead and take that shrimp out of there. They smell gracious. They smell gracious. And I know they taste good because I done tasted them. And my cameraman did too. And you know what we said when we tasted it? I bet you know what we said. That's some good eating, baby. That's some good eating, baby. So now, you see that I don't have that on a china plate. I've got it on a disposable platter in the shade of teal blue. Because I'm doing shades of blue this week. And when I saw that at the Dollar Tree, I thought, okay, that's perfect. So we'll just do that. Does that look good? Does that look good or what? Looks good to me. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put our cod in there. The same way. We're putting it in the skillet. Now, for those of you who do not want to put yours in the skillet, you just want to put it in the plain air fryer. You just want to put it in the air fryer and you don't want any extra oil or anything like that, that's fine too. Then in that case, you wouldn't use the skillet. All you do is put the fish in there on the tray and take you a little olive oil after you've done this part of it, and then just sprinkle it over your fish. Come on, air fryer, what's going on? You know I told you to stay at 400. What's going on? Air fryers be having a mind of their own sometimes. Okay. So that's going to naturally cook a little bit longer than the shrimp because there's a little more to it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this out of the way. All right, folks, now we're going to go ahead and take that fish out. Time to take that baby out of there. I want you to hear it searing. You hear it searing? And you more than likely you hear it and you see it now. Taking that baby out of there. Dripping that excess off of it. Now that's what I call some good eating, baby. This is what I call some good eating, baby. I'm going to let some of that fish oils, like I said, it's coconut oil. It's lightweight. It's not even leaving that much oil on the paper towel. You see that, right? So let's go ahead and put it on the plate. How about I take a few of those shrimp and put them over there too? What you think? Make a treat out of it. Okay. Now, say what you gonna serve with that shrimp and that chicken and that fish? I'm going to serve. Have y'all ever seen a bowl this pretty? Let me just brag on it. Is this gorgeous or what? I just absolutely fell in love with this bowl when I saw it. I just had to have it. Now I can also see this bowl with assorted fruits in it. You know, like apples and oranges and pineapples and maybe some grapes, some red grapes, some peaches or something. And so I did not make the coleslaw. This is not my coleslaw recipe. And if you wanted to, you can put a few apples on there. Put a few apples on there. I think I'm going to put a few apples on there. These are really sweet apples. And why don't I just garnish it with a little bit of parsley. Kind of make it cute. I like cute, pretty stuff. Y'all know that, right? And put another piece. Now you know you can eat this parsley. It's really good. Filled up with antioxidants and so forth. Does that look good? I think so. All right. Somebody's going to eat real good. And you know what they're going to say when they get done? That's some good eating, baby. And I agree. All right. So we did that. So now I'm adding the tartar sauce. Remember I told you the ingredients that I used in my signature tartar sauce? Well, I'm just going to add a little bit of it to the plate rather than putting it to the side. And then this person, when they get ready to eat this, is going to enjoy it. Very, very much so. I'm going to go ahead and remove my salad from the pedestal. And just put my plate here, just to give you an idea of what you would look like if you were serving it to your loved one, your sweetheart, your wife, your husband, your lady, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, whomever. I enjoy good things, and I enjoy pretty things. And with that being said, I'm going to take just a sec, and I'll come right back. And we're going to do my tablescape because I like pretty things. And we'll see you in just a sec. And because I like pretty things, that's the name of this segment with the tablescapes on a weekly basis. We're doing shades of blue. I've got the teal. I've got the royal over here by the 2 air fryers. I've got the aquas, the navy, the royal, the light blue, the baby blue, and the whites. Isn't that pretty? I just absolutely love it. I've got my apron here. I told y'all last week that was my birthday. And then I'm doing another basket and another couple different fans, just because I like pretty things. Now, we're going to do one simple fold, folks. One simple fold. You got your napkin, fold it in half. This is real easy. Really, really easy. Really, really easy. Fold it in half. It doesn't matter what size it is, as long as it's square. And all you do is fold. Just fold. This looks like it's about 1/4 inch thick, which is a good fan fold, in my view, that is. Y'all like my fingernail colors? I get a lot of compliments on those fingernails. Yep. I tell you, for a long time I was not getting them done because of the scare of coronavirus. But hey guys, guess what? I got some good news too. Talking about my pretty nails, I got my pretty toes done. But the good news is, I had my corona shot. I had my, not corona. Did I say corona? I didn't drink any of this beer. Are you sure, Miss Joyce? No, I didn't drink any of that beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I had my COVID shot. And so I folded that. And then I'm taking it over here to the wine glass. And I'm going to stick it down in there just a little bit. You don't want to stick it down there real far. How pretty is that, huh? Is that pretty? I think so. All right. Well, I think my segment is completed. I've talked about the shrimp. I've talked about the cod. I told you about the coleslaw. I told you about the tartar sauce that I made and the breading that I made from scratch. And I'm just really happy that I'm doing this show again. Getting ready to take this off. I'm going to add my other mask to my face. And you know what? I think before long, Miss Joyce is going to be able to come into this kitchen and put a mask on. I mean, and not have to have a mask on before long. Because I think, like Dr. Fauci and all of them are saying, that by 4th of July, we'll be able to celebrate, those people that celebrate 4th of July will be able to celebrate 4th of July in their backyards and small parks and things. So I'm thinking sometime in July maybe. It's going to be hot outside and I'll be able to take this hot mask off. And so, guys, I've enjoyed you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for doing those thumbs up when you watch my show. Thanks for sharing it with people you know, your social media friends and personal friends of yours. Thank you for subscribing, hitting that subscribe button, that little bell up there. Please do that because all of those things are important to these numbers getting up. I know that I've only been doing this for a short time, and maybe I'm anxious, and I am, but I like to see my numbers grow. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you again next week. But before I go, let's do this together, guys. This mask that I have on my face says what? Because it's true. That's some good eating, baby. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.